on this computer. And recording is started. So today, what we're going to do is we've concentrated a lot on how to pique people's interest and how to get them enrolled, and then a little bit on how to get them started. But what we've come to fail in duplicating properly is that very, very first session of essentials that must be captured and must be done so that you have proper duplication, so that you in your business expands even one by one, inch by inch, but it expands and it gets into the thousands and then thousands. You want it expanding and duplicating properly. And so with that, what I'm going to concentrate on today is exactly what you should do with that very first person. You've just completed the enrollment, and during the enrollment, what you should do right after that. And please take this, and that's why I'm recording it, so that we can constantly duplicate this. This is absolutely essential for you in your success of your business. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go right straight to where you're at with your prospect that is now a new member. And what are we? We're on their website. Okay. Now, typically we're going to be, and we need to show them what are the three things that we tell them to capture, put in their phone, write down in 4 places. I'm not being facetious here. The 3 things that they must remember. And to magnitude, we get to agree that making 7,000 a week is, wow, unbelievably big business. Well, they do really have that potential, but if they can't remember these 3 things, then they're the ones, the reason they shut down their business before it got started. And I want you to say those words, because you have to impress upon them the importance of these 3 things. And they just did it when they enrolled. What are those 3 things? Username, password, and email. That is your unique identification to your multi-million-dollar business. Username, password, and email. And separate accounts cannot have the same username. And if a person has a business family venture going on, but sometimes I call it a business family pack, well, we want those individual accounts, even if they're signing them up for their business family. When I signed my business family pack up without even calling and asking my wife, I signed it up with different names right at the beginning because I understood this process. It's this uncanny thing about computers. They never make mistakes. Now, programmers and these companies like Google and Yahoo and Apple and all, oh yeah, they make plenty of mistakes trying to control our lives. Now, don't get me on that thing. But the computer does not make a mistake. It's a yes-no scenario, black-white scenario, on-off scenario with a computer. And that's how programming works. Well, you have a unique address with your username. That's 7kmetals.com/username. That is your one and only address that's attached to you and will never be attached to another person in the world as long as you are active and you're part and member of this business. So it's just like your post office box address. It's just like your physical address. It's just like your telephone number. It is your unique ID. And that's how you should refer to yourself when you're dealing with the company, is because username is unique to you and no one else. And that needs to be explained just that simply, or pull my YouTube of this up and press play with them and let me explain it to them. Okay? Now, next thing, email. Now, I think every account should have a different email, but if you use the same email in multiple accounts, then you must use the same password in those multiple accounts. Okay? Enough said there. That's the administrative part. What are the three things you must remember forever and ever, and have it written down in 4 places? Have it stored in your phone, and you know, it's your username, your password, and your email address associated with your business. That's it. That's simple. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Now that you're part of this wonderful opportunity, and you're going to help change people's lives like we're going to help you, and it's going to change your life financially forever, and give you an opportunity to make a residual income and grow with this company as it grows. Well, you need to learn a little bit about your business. So now I showed you where I placed you once you enroll, but I know that didn't end. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over the important things in your website. So when you go up here at the very top in the browser, do not go to a search function like a Google search for the for your website. Do not go to a Yahoo search. Do not go to a Bing search, etc., etc., etc. Because you're just going to a search engine. You're not going to an internet address. You have an actual website. So go into the address section of your browser up there where it says google.com, not the search function. Now, your phones are trying to force you, if you don't know how to unforce it, it'll try to force you into using a search function. Let me tell you the problems you're going to have with that. You're going to go in and search for 7kmetals.com / your username. And once you put it in that search function, because they like to control your life, every time you go to a website, every time you do something, every time you try to go to your office or back office, you're going to get all this junk from other gold companies, other silver companies, other things, because they said you're interested in metals. And that's how they captured you. And from here on out, you're going to try and log in, and you say, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? I didn't do that. Well, it's because you're not using the address bar in a browser, be it a Chrome browser, be it an Internet Explorer browser, be it an Edge browser, and so forth and so on. Mozilla browser. Okay. Address bar. There you can type in 7kmetals.com / your now username. I encourage you to be as brief and as short as possible, but it must be at least 3 letters or digits long. Do not use periods, do not use spaces, do not use characters, do not use anything but letters and numbers here. Alphanumeric. This is an address, an internet address. You can't use slashes, because why? There's a slash. You will literally get people never be going to your website if you don't do this username properly. And when you enroll someone, make sure it's short and sweet. Notice mine's Bob. Okay, well, you can have Silver Family. You could have My Gold Mine. I mean, that's fine too. But try to stay away from things that are hard, like in any internet address, hard to distinguish between. L's and ones are a lot alike, but if you got it in a name, it's okay, because everybody typically knows how to spell names and it doesn't come with numbers in it. Okay, like mine, B-O-B, sometimes O's and zeros get confused and it's not a good thing to use. Like Bob 10 would not be a good thing. Bob 11 would be okay, but that wouldn't be good because it's 1-1, it's LL. But it's still easy to tell. So short and sweet. Okay, username. Now you need to do that with everybody you have, because if you get a premium package and that's what you just bought, that's why I was so insistent on you getting this right the first time as we were doing that, because they're going to print up your brochures and your card with how it order goes in, and we can't change it rapidly enough. But if you don't like what you have as your username, you can change it in your profile, and you can change your email. You can change your phone number. But all your cards, all your brochures, and everything that's been printed there are still going to come out with the way you initially enrolled. So that's why this is important, to just take that. I know it's too easy to just fill in the things, and please do not use autofill, because every time you click on something with autofill, it changes everything. Okay, that's a very important thing to remember. Now, once we log into your account, one of the first things I want you to let you know, you have a public side and you have your private office side. Do you want the public to be in your back office all the time, knowing your business and being able to buy things on your credit card? No. Well, when you sign into your website, the very first thing you're going to see is this over here. It says login. You know you're on your public website if it says login. Now, if you want to know if you're on your own website, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, and guess what? It tells who you are. Now, the company will not put your phone number and email there. I'm going to show you how you can do it like I'm doing it, and I encourage you to do it. But the company, that's your choice, what you want to disclose there. And I'm going to tell you the reason they do that. The reason they do that is because there are a lot of people in this business that don't want other people to know they're in this business. But the prices are so good here, they want to buy gold and silver, and they may be a huge, big hitter making tons of money in, let's say, another networking deal. But I don't want anybody to know they're in this sucker, but they want to buy gold and silver at the cheapest price. Well, that might be one reason. Well, it might be another person, might be an executive with another direct selling company or somebody else. Well, they don't want to know that they're an executive or president or a marketing director or something with another direct selling company, but obviously they want to make smart decisions with their money, and obviously they want to become what money they make, they want to accumulate and make it go, and they want assets, and they want assets at the cheapest possible price. So they're not going to put their email address down there. They're not going to put their phone number, and I'll guarantee you they won't even put their name. You'll have something like my gold business down there, something like that. And so if you're just a customer, you're not getting a 1099, and so that's okay. You don't have to have your name, and you don't have to put your social security, and you don't have to have business EIN on it. So if it says, and I'm going to log in, and so I want you to log in too, and we're going to log in on my account, and we're going to log in to your back office. And when you first log in, I want to tell you, I'm going to give you a quick tour. I know I'm going to make your brain mush, but you need to realize everything you have, and then you can explore it yourself in your own time when you have time here and there and here and there. But I encourage you, like in Bob's first 2 days in the business, that you try and click on everything and find out where everything is and start watching stuff, just like in his get started text or email that I gave you. Now, here we call this a hamburger menu up here because it's 3 lines. We could say the 3-dash menu, but a lot of people don't know what that is. A good name, looks kind of like a hamburger in art form. And so, and this is home. These are products. This take you back to home just like that will, and get started. That's where you just enrolled. Well, that's where everybody, when they enroll on your site, and look here, This is another thing I know I'm in my back office, my my new back office. It is welcome back DDD Inc. DDD Inc. is my company. And so there it is right there. And there's your little shopping cart. Key here, loyalty points. I know you don't know what they are, but we kind of talked about them. Every time you buy something, every time you enroll somebody in that standard plus and that premium pack, you're going to get loyalty points. So you're going to be able to earn silver. Remember, I told you could earn silver in this business. You could buy it at the lowest cost. You could earn silver, and you could earn a little extra money or a whole bunch of extra money and have fun in the process. Well, look, I've got 2,650 loyalty. I can convert that into free, valuable products that are accumulate and gain value in the future. And all I did was just buy product and enroll people. What I'm doing, and they're going to pay me for that. Real, commission check. This is just, we call it lagniappe in Louisiana, but it's like a bonus. Okay. Now, the very first thing, and I'm not going to do it right now, it is open the video. And so I want you to go here and I want you to click on that. And you're going to have the videos you watched that we brought you into business or interested. And you can also download them and you can also send them to people. And I want you to learn how to do it. Now, this is go to training. Now, this is a whole separate website. This is one of your offices. You have 4 in your business, 4, not just one. And so we're on your main one, you first log in. And we're going to navigate to how you get to them. And this is your go to training. This is where I want you to go first. Right now, when you leave me, this is where I want you to go first. And so because I want you to go first, we're going to come back to this. When you log in, I want you to do just what I'm showing you. I want you to click on that, go to training, and it opens up your other back office. It is a training that everybody has that's a member just like you. And then it says start training, but I want you to see there's other things in here, and file vault and start trading are 2 most important things I want you to learn out of this and see. And that's what I want you to focus on first. So we're going to click on start training. And this is what your homework assignment is. And I want you to get introduced and get on board with our system and get a welcome by our president of our company and co-founders. It's a very short welcome, but you need to listen to that. It's not very long at all. Notice I listened to it. So if we look at your back office next time, you don't have a check mark there, I know you didn't watch that. And so here is maximizing the 7K wealth system. I know you're going to get that in a priority 2 email from Bob that I forward you to, how to load it in, what some of his texts are, how to use the system. But this tells you also how to load the Rapid Funnel app and how to get started and what we use it for. And if you got the $4.99 premium pack, you never pay any extra monthly fees for this. If you got the $1.99 membership pack, and you just wanted to buy a product and just be a member, well, that's fine. You get 3 months free use of it, but after that, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee for it. Same thing with the e-commerce site. Oh, same thing with your downline analyzer. Well, there's a lot of extras. That's why owning that $4.99 total business pack is worth $1,100 almost. And you get it for $4.99 to start your business. Well, let's go on to next is quick start training. Now, I want you to go through this. This is the company's quick start training. Bob has his quick start training, but he mails it and makes it very compatible with the same, because see, everybody gets trained the same way here, and you don't even have to train them. You have to do what I'm doing, show them where it's at so they can get trained. Okay? And then that monthly corporate call that you're supposed to be on every Monday. If you happen to miss one because, hey, you got sick or, mom or dad had to go somewhere and you had to take care of them, or, you had to be at one of your children's event and you just couldn't miss it. Well, that's understandable, but it's not understandable if you don't come back online here and click on it and review it and hear it in the cracks of your own time, as Danny Clement says. When he has no time and that man makes time, anybody can make time. Because I know what that's like. I used to do that too as a corporate executive when I wanted to own my own life and doing network marketing. Well, again, this is the wealth strategies presentation. Now you can do it with PowerPoint, you can do it with PDF, or you could use that little 17-minute plus video called the wealth strategies that we use, that you saw in our home meeting, or my one-on-one with you when you join, when I put the silver in your hand and I press play, and now you can do the same thing. Well, I'm not going to talk about what that is. You can explore it on yourself, but I'm giving you this website walkthrough. If you ever want to, and you don't have access to my YouTube of this, well, the company has done it too. So I'm going to click on it and show you that this, what you can do on your own, and they explain to you. I'm giving you an introduction to website. Zach Blake does a really good job of this, and then he tells you about the dashboard, which we were just on and we left, and he tells you about how to share the opportunity, which I mentioned a little bit, gives you a little bit of onboard training, which talks about the hamburger menu, explains things, what the autosaver is and how to do things with it, and the downline explorer that you get in a premium package. You pay no extra monthly fee. You get it for 3 months with the, no, you don't even get it with for 3 months with the $199. I think you get it for a few months with the $359, and I'm not sure because I'm a $499 man. Okay, I just believe in doing what's right, making the right decision right at the beginning. But if you want to be a customer, $199 is fine. And loyalty points, which I said that's how you get free. An events page, and that's very important. And buying and purchasing, and links, really important, because that's where a lot of our training and education's at. So therefore, I am going to go back to our website. And if I click back here and I click back there, which a lot of people would do, you notice it just keeps me on this website. Remember, I told you it's a separate website. So all you have to do is just open up another tab. And when you open up another tab, you back to your website. And if I open up another tab like this, and I do this, watch what happens. I was already in because it said log out. Did y'all see that? This is what I want to point out to you when you're enrolling people and you're in your office and you got it open on one tab, and then you open up a new tab and you go to their website and you think you're in their website. And if you hadn't done those things that I just pointed out about log out, whose website you're in, you're signing them up you're not helping sign up their people on their website. You're signing them up on your website, and you are the sponsor. And you don't want that, because now you got an error you just put brakes on your business, especially if it's after hours and no one's in the office, because you don't want to place that person. And if it's over the weekend and a Saturday comes, they're going to get placed anyway because the computer's going to do it. So if that happens, all I can say is call Bob right now in between. Immediately, as soon as that happens, okay? And I can see what I can do after hours. But now we're back in the dashboard that we were just talking about, and yours is going to basically say 0, 0, 0, and it's not going to have a whole lot of information in it. That's why I want to show you mine, or the sponsor should show them theirs. Okay, not go through the back office of theirs, because theirs is a lot of blanks. They just joined, and then you explain to them. These are the people who you personally enrolled that are active, just like I enroll you. You are my personal. These are the people on my right team that I personally enroll and that they are active. Now, these points are dollars. And this company is different than others. They hold those points or dollars in your bank as you're learning and as you're doing. And one side may get stronger than the other, like mine, and most people's are going to be like this. And then the points on this side is where we make cycle checks. So if you have 500 points here and 500 points here, you're going to get that $500 check. Now, if you have rank and you are copper or you're bronze or silver or gold like me, then you get to explain to them that, hey, hit a cycle every time there's 500 points. And so let's say I'm just an associate. Then this next week, it's going to cycle 3,000 points, 3,320 points, and hit a cycle 3,020 points out of here, and I'll get a $500 check. Well, that gives me incentive to rank up, because if I come a copper, it'd still cycle the 3,320 on both sides, but I'd get a $1,000 check. Well, that gives me incentive to rank up again because I want to be a bronze. Well, and that means you got to help people rank up. And so I know all of this is not really understandable yet, maybe to you fully, but that's why we talk about that one-page comp plan. We duplicate the first thing, and we just keep duplicating that with our people and helping them people duplicate that. And if we keep duplicating that same principle, you automatically rank up. So your team helps rank you up just like they did me. Okay. So when you become a silver, you get a $2,000 check, but they still cycle all of it away because you had more points than you needed. You need to rank up more. So when you're when you're bronze, you get 2,000. When you're silver, you get 35. Now they're going to cycle out 3,000 points on each side. If we ended Saturday night just like this, and they're going to give me a $3,000 check. Wouldn't that be nice in your life? Well, you can do it too after 3.5 years. 2 years to learn, then 3 to 5 years to build a big business. That's Bob's system, and that's the heart of the system. And he has a job description. You just keep doing that. It'll happen for you. You just got to believe. Okay? Because we're at the right place at the right time with the right company and the right products. Now, those 320 points, they either do one of two things. Since I'm a silver and I can make 3,500, those 320 points will go to those loyalty points. Oh, that's another way you get to add loyalty points. On points that you have in your counter that you couldn't cycle and make a commission check on, well, but you could have if you were ranked higher. Well, they'll go over here and add to your loyalty points, just like when you're enrolling somebody or when you are buying your own overhead product. That means your auto saver. That means that basic coin of the month, or that variety coin of the month, or that specialty coin of the month that you saw in that video and we talked about. And you get points for that too. Well, that's what this is down here. This is all the people that are signed up on the first day to get their auto separate, the overhead, to make them active so they can keep collecting points in their counters. And they're active in make checks in their business. Well, this is what I have programmed to come up, because after 3.5 years, now that's what my left team buys every month on the first day of the month. This is what they buy on the 8th day. This is what they buy on the 15th. This is what they buy on the 21st. So it's like 5 weeks there. right? Well, actually, two of these happen in 1 week because you only have 4 weeks in a month, right? And that's a beautiful thing. We call that the double ganger week. That's the real bonus week. And so, because you can get them added together. So, as you see right here, Bob has enough basically to make almost 4,000 a month. If nobody joined again, if nobody renewed, if just these people kept buying their coin a month, how would you like a residual check of $500 a week or a month for the rest of your life? This is what you're building. This is what we're starting. So I wanted to give you the big picture. And, and this company tells you, let's go to that hamburger menu real quick. So now we're going to go fast because we're going to go see what you have available. The profile is very important part of your business because this is where you edit the type of membership you want. And it tells you when your renewal date is. And we click on edit, and this is how you can change your membership. That simple. Okay, and I like to stay premium. Y'all know why. And all you do is say done. But at the other time, you see this button, renew now. So the company runs that's my renewal date. So I'm going to coordinate with my sponsor. I can renew anytime in the month of November. So I'm going to coordinate with my sponsor and see what's the best time for them. Because, see, I don't get points from my renewal, just like you don't get points when you enroll. They only go up. And it might help my sponsor in one versus another week. So make sure you're coordinating. And if your sponsor talks to you about this, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to optimize. Remember, this is a team. Together, everyone achieves more. And this is one aspect of how we do it. Now, I'm going to just stay here, and all you do is make a change, and you say, I'm done. And then if you want to change your payment methods, you just click Add. As you see, I've added several, and I've got my ACH in there with my account, and I got different. I got my ACH, which is my own ACH. I got account with where I'm my bank I transfer money into. And you can't do this right here at the beginning, but learn that these are things that get lots of flexibility because 7K is going to give you a free banking account with no fees. Oh, that's pretty powerful too. We didn't tell you about membership has privileges, and there's a lot more benefits than we could ever even talk about in that presentation. So look, right here is where you edit and you add your email. You must do this yourself. You must check that box and then save changes just like that. If you want your email address, you want your phone number to show. And if you ever change, let's say you got it in your social security number, you want to put it in a sub S or an LLC, you just simply go in here and change which tax ID you want the 1099s associated with or any income earned on this user account right here. And my sponsor was, as you see, Richard Wayne Hansen, co-founder of the company, master associate in the company, and you are teamed up with me. And so we are ready to roll. Now, I had to show you this because remember where I came in here and I placed you. Well, we're going to, if you're on my right side, I'm going to tell you to place everybody automatically on your left side. If you're on my left side, I'm going to tell everybody to put theirs to the right side, okay? And if y'all notice, right now, I've got mine to the right. Oh, well, if I got all those big points still in my counter on the left, Danny and Tiffany and Cindy and Richard Witt and a whole bunch of people, Danny and Kyle, and there's just a whole line of people that love me. And I have that on automatic saving on that side. Uh-oh, somebody's not muted there, and I need to mute yourself if you joined. If you don't have the little red thing, please. And if you got unmuted, make sure you mute yourself. I'm going to mute it. It's Rod Richard. And I'm going to mute Jim. Okay. Now, let's continue with what we're doing. Okay. Now, you're going to have another box that comes down here. and that is your holding tank, that thing right there. And if you got that checked, when you edit it, you have a choice to check it or not check it. And this is how you can change which side you go, left or right. And what that's important is nobody can end up in the holding tank past Saturday. So if they enrolled and you hadn't placed them, come Saturday, the computer's going to place them however you have these settings, and there's no changing it. Listen to me, no changing it, okay? Because this is your settings. The company can't change this, only you can. So it's very important to hear what I just said, okay? Now, you make sure you have your settings right. Make sure you're in control of this. Let's go back to the hamburger. Up here, before, when we go up at a hamburger, remember, you're going to see this thing that says the last time you're active. It also gives you a little yellow thing saying it starts like a countdown. In 5 days, you're going to be inactive. In 4 days, you're going to be inactive. And then if you become inactive, you cannot collect points on your counter. So if business is happening, people buying products down below you, you are frozen. You cannot collect points. That's going to be very important because you're not in business. You just shut your business down. You put a sign on vacation, away. but that's what you just did. Okay. Now, you also, after it turns yellow and you become inactive, if you let that happen, then later you're going to get a little countdown. It's going to be in red right here. And it's going to say 5 days until you lose all your points on both sides. 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. When that sucker says 1 at 12 midnight that night, you lose all your points regardless. That's it. You don't have another day when that says 1. 12 midnight, that 1 minute past that starts at another day. And that's it. It's gone. Okay. Very important thing. Now, you'll see another place to give you your loyalty point score. That's a bank account. And this thing here calls leadership points, very important, because that's how you roll over point. Instead of those 320 points, like I told you, going to loyalty points, wouldn't you rather those go into the next week's commission points? So you're 320, you only need 180 to make a check? Whoa! Well, if you got leadership points, it'll use one leadership point and roll over. And unheard of in this industry, y'all. This is such a powerful program. This is unbelievable. Okay, anyway. You'll learn this in the future. Here's real key. We went through profile. We're going to go through accounting. Now, this tells you how much money you've made year to date, when you get your checks, when they pay out. Man, I got $5,500. It's called pending. It's because when you paycheck runs, then it sits here and it cures for 10 days, just in case somebody, has buyer's remorse and changes because they do business on credit card. And so instead of paying you the commission there, they got to hold off and see if adjustments need to be made should somebody do something like that. Okay. But basically, this is my free bank account. I'd rather leave money in 7K's bank account, which is my commissions, than have it transferred to my bank. I have to pay fees at the bank. I don't have to pay 7K anything. And guess what? I can buy silver and gold with this, and there's no 1099B on it. Well, y'all learn about that in the buyer certification. There's all kind of great benefits here, and you need to learn. But they do all your bookkeeping for you. You don't have to do the bookkeeping. That's a good thing. And so we're going to go to order history. And this is very important for you to know how to do this and what to do with order history. Now, order history tells you what we do in the auto saver. Look, I've already got some of that free silver. Look here. I got some of that free silver. I'm kind of getting it on a regular basis, aren't I? Y'all, it's pretty amazing, huh? Once a month you can get free wealth just for those loyalty points. And so this is what you all have to look forward to. And now the auto saver, you can click on it and it's going to bring up the PDF. Uh-oh, bad for me. I know it's my computer. It's not anything else. Let's try it again. Yeah. Well, it actually bring up your PDF receipt for that order. But the main thing is, if you placing an order one night at midnight because you need an active and you want a point coin, you want a basic or a thing, and it's not an auto ship date, you can actually order that yourself. Then once you do that, you can come here and you can see, yep, the order was made. Okay. And this is where you can track your shipment because you might not be at home. I think 7K just sent an email about that. So you'll need to learn about that in the process. Learning that and these things aren't my purpose here to you today. Like I said, I'm going to make your mind mush because it's unbelievable all the tools you have. With this is that Downline Explorer. If you've got the $4.99, we enabled this, and that's those credits in your profile, and they'll just subtract 1 credit a month because that you don't pay any fees for all the things. And we enable this, and I gave this a special training on this in the Super Saturday here, and I think I'm going to come back and give just a training on how to use this properly. This is one of the most powerful tools in this industry, and I'm able to look at my business, see who my personally enrolled, who might become inactive soon in my out of my whole business. Do you see that? And I know that some of these people already own the coin of the month, and they're not going to be inactive, but when they are yellow like this, I have a tendency. I may not know who Gary is, and so I click on him and I say, oh, his sponsor is Matthew. So let me give Matthew a call. Let's see if he knows that Gary's going to come inactive. And I'll check and see if Gary's on a coin of the month oh yeah, I can find out if he's on the coin of the month. Same thing with Carol, same thing with every person up here. Okay, this is how you learn ultimately to manage in a very pleasant way, never punitive, your business and create a solid team working together. Okay. And so how do I know if let's say we're looking for Gary and Kelly and let's say Sandra Hernandez Donaldson, I can look here and say who are on the coin of the month, who receives coin of the month. Well, I shouldn't have done that because there's a ton of them that received the coin. Notice they're on the autosaver, right? Well, I knew there were a ton of them because why? That it shows that in that very first thing, the ones that are programmed to get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up here and ask the other question. I'm going to say, who doesn't receive the coin of the month? Who does not receive the coin of the month? There we go. Now I know who to work on. Now I know who to work on. These people, they're not signed up for the coin of the month. Okay? In other words, they don't have it in their autosaver. And I said, man, this can't be possible. Something wrong here, because that's just not right. Who does not receive the coin of the month? Oh, I know what's here. I got to do it by side. Okay. Now we're going to ask who does not receive coin of the month. Okay. Now I'm going to give Mr. Charlie a call. He's a very good friend of mine. I want to know why his autosaver is not on. I don't want him to get really busy and running his business and him get inactive, And so he needs to have a coin over there placed in that coin of the month. So he's not even in those statistics, see? And so I just kind of scroll down and look for names in there. And I think something's wrong with this because I know a lot of people here own coin of the month. And this is the first time this has happened, by the way. Most of the time this thing is 100% right. Yeah. But it may be going through some diagnostic program right now. That does happen from time to time. So the point is to show you the items here and take a quick tour. That's the main point of this training today. And now we're going to go to that next thing we were just talking about, autosaver. Okay. And notice right here, I'm for this Silver Eagle option because I'm up here and my family pack is down. I always buy the coin. I buy all three. Okay. But I buy the coin with the least points on my center because our points go to ourselves. And I buy the coin with the most points on my weak side with my wife's account or our business account. And I buy it there because I get points go to the weak side of that and post up to me too. So I get double the points. And that's what I teach my people to do. Okay. And so if you're not doing that, you need to readjust yours if you're buying multiple coins in a month and you want to do the same thing that I'm doing. And then you want to teach your people to do the same thing. And notice if you sponsor someone, enroll them, bring them on board, you are active that time. So you might want to need a little economics and you might want to change your auto ship date and you match it up with your activity date. Okay. So when you enroll someone new, and let's say you were getting your coin on the 26th and you enrolled them on the 21st, well, you got a chance to change or are you getting your coin on the first of the month, which is the default date for everybody? Well, you come in here and you want to change it. You don't want it on the first, you actually want it on the 21st because you just signed somebody up on the, let's say the 22nd or 23rd or 24th or 25th. Well, if you sign them up on the 25th, you can actually put it on the 26th and you'll stay active. And so you need to learn how to do things like this with your sponsor and with your team. And this is where you change it. What you do, let's say I wanted to change this to the 26th. Now, I won't mind on the 21st for the reason I just told you. Okay, but I'll go down here. I'm using the basic. I go down and I say the 26th and I say add one. Just that simple. Or let's say you have nothing there and now you want to add one. You do the same process. But now I've got two coins, one program for the 21st, one program for the 26th. And so all I do is the one I don't want, I hit that little delete sign and it goes away. And that leaves me with just the one that I want. Okay. And if I hit this little button process now, let's say you're at midnight and you need an active and you want a coin and you want it on that center so you don't cycle those points away and you get your check. You come in here, you put that coin you want up here and you click this button process now one time. Every time you click that button, you just made an order. So you click it one time, then you go over to order history and you see your order there. Bingo, you're active. You got your coin on the way. You get your cycle check. This is why it's important to know what your back office does for you and what you can do. Now, we're going to go to loyalty points real quick, and I get to show you. They're going to give you an accounting of all your loyalty points as you accumulate them, as you get them. And y'all saw my total was what? 2,650. And I go down here and I look, I can buy any of these. And now I'm past 30. You can only get one every 30 days. Now I'm past 30 days. So everything's available to me except right here. I don't have enough points for that. So it tells me I got to keep saving. But I want one of these suckers. So we're going to order it. Okay, let's order that right now. I've been wanting one of those coins for a while. My order has been received and I'm going to get it. I've got that coin, that 2-ounce real collectible coin for free, y'all. Free. Isn't that powerful? And y'all got to see it. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And they're going to subtract my 2,150 from my balance when they ship it to me. Okay, and then go back and actually it'll be done pretty. It gets shipped with my order, so I don't pay any extra shipping, and it's totally free. That's how you accumulate and earn free silver and wealth. Wow. It doesn't get it. Oh, it does get better. It really does with 7K. It gets better. Now, let's go to points. So y'all got to see how it works and an explanation of commission points. This is everything, date, times down, everything that's happening in your business with people enrolling and which side that they're enrolling on and what coins, they're the points of the coins that they're, you don't know particular, but most of the time a 15-point coin is the basic, the 20-point coin is the variety, and the 30 is the gold or the very, very unique, rare specialty coin. Okay, and we'll teach you how to use this and what it means to you, but you get to see everything in your business. That events, this is where you click on this link to do the Zoom call every Monday. You go to your back office, click on there, bingo, you're in, and you'll learn how to do that. But most important, this is where you buy your Salt Lake ticket. And if you haven't bought it, you better buy it now, because see, right now, looks like I bought mine. I got about 4 of them. Now, yeah, because I'm taking a very special guest that's going to enroll 1 week before Salt Lake, and I already got their tickets in hand. And I only paid $49 for them. After Saturday at midnight, that price goes to $69. Then that price goes up to $89. Then that price goes up to $129 each ticket, and at the door it's $169. So I say buy ahead in advance. I don't think if you bought your tickets and something happened, you'd have any problem getting rid of $49 tickets to people. But I think people are going to be scrambling to get tickets. I think we're going to be totally sold out of this event. We're going to get to that. I think this event, I don't think, I know this event is going to be the big. Now, in the future, when we have this, it's going to be the same thing. We're just not talking about Salt Lake. It's the next event. And if you're new to the business, you're just getting enrolled and you're getting this training, you need to get there. Most important thing you can do is get to that event. Now, we did events and we did all the things about your business, but how do you do this business? Okay, what we're going to do is, I may have to sign back in, huh? Don't tell me I'm having internet problems now. 1 second. I ought to put my recording on pause, huh? Hate having this in this. There we go. It looks like I had a little internet problem. I'm still in my back office. We're going to go down to now one of the most important links of all, other than your business and getting you started. This is your wealth strategies video. It's also where you can download your PowerPoint in Spanish and English. It's also where you can get it in a PDF. That's an easier, doesn't take up much memory and things like that, both in English and that. But here's the key. This is where I want you to go. I want you to go to your associate training first. After you finish your onboard training, that I showed you in your dashboard, then I want you to go here, and then I want you to start here. These are a series of videos that everybody will all get trained the same way. And this is how we do this business, learning how to pique people's interest, how to do the basic things that we do over and over and over again. And this is our whole job description right here. And what you do is you watch these videos in your time and until you get through every one of them. They're anywhere between 2 and 14, 16 minutes long, and you can fast forward through the music. I mean, if you like the music, that's fine, but I'm not such a guy. I always just take my little thing and fast forward through it, and I start with the meat. I like the meat. I don't like the icing. I like the meat. Okay, so that's what I encourage you to do, and that's your responsibility over this next few days, and complete that training, and your list of your top 25 people you love the most, care about the most, and want to expose this as we help you expose that to them. Next thing is buyer. I know most people don't know, like I, about the collectible numismatic world, and a lot of people don't know a lot about the gold and silver market, but this buyer certification is going to do that same thing like in doing the business. It's going to educate you, as I call it, and it's done in a great way. Little short video clips that you can play over and over again if you want, and it kind of keeps tracks of them. So, make sure you go through the buyer's certification and learn in a layman's term. It's not going to, you don't have to have a PhD in this. All you have to do is have a general understanding. That 7K getaway, that other benefits about how you get to, go to your hotel stays, your vacation stays, you actually get them at wholesale cost, and then you get to deduct some dollars off that. You can never get it for free, but you could save up to 50% off the wholesale by applying the dollar. It depends on the time, the advance time that you're booking, and the place, but I've gotten up to 50% off hotel stays, even at events. I remember doing that with the in Dallas when we went there, and they only have so many rooms available that they'll do that with, and so you have to remember that, but it's a free benefit. And I want you to take, a lot of people want to know about the healthcare. Well, this is another website. There's another portal, a business portal, and it's going to take you to a whole new website. See there? Just open it up. Okay. And it's going to open up all the healthcare plans that are available in all 50 states. By the way, Aetna's here, and people want to know about it. You just tell them where to go, where to click, because they scroll down and this compares all the plans. This tells them about the providers they're in. This tells them about the pharmacy. They have people they can call, health providers. They don't need to call you. You don't need to do it. But if they decide that this is so much, they save a lot of money and get a lot more coverage, and that with this plan versus what they have or don't have, then this is a great benefit. And oh, by the way, yes, you get points when they buy the healthcare coverage. Isn't that powerful? Just like the e-commerce points you get. We go back, and now, again, we don't have time to do IRAs. You're not supposed to talk about it, just like healthcare. You're not supposed to talk. You're just to tell them where to go, click there, and then they can get put in touch with the liaison partner with 7K that handles where they can transfer their traditional IRAs or 401ks into a gold or silver IRA. And you let the experts, the people who are licensed to handle that, you do not. So again, that's another office, but all of it's put there together and it works for you. Okay. Now, you do not get points or anything on that. It's just another membership benefit. Now, You thought I was finished with you since we went through all the links, huh? No, because see, right down here it says classic back office. That's that other office you have. And it tells you different things and you need to know about it. And so we're going to get into my new back office and I'm going to just I'm going to leave a lot of this up to you, but I'm going to show you the main things that you need to know about and the difference here in this website. Now, one of the main things you need to know about is right here. In the downline, you have over there at the blue and white one. I call it the blue and white new office. I call this the black and gold classic back office. Well, here you get to see your organization in chart form, and a lot of people think that's a lot easier because see, you get to see your organization, and you get to see my wife Pamela and her company right here. Okay. And then, we get to scroll down and we get to, now when you first start, everybody starts basically the same way, with nothing on. I'm going to find somebody there, like this right here, like this right here. That's how everybody starts, unless they started the right way, the way I teach to start. And let me see if I can find somebody that's just here at the tail, with family business pack. Let's find somebody that's just started on this sucker. Oh, I know where to go. I have to go way down here. And there's somebody just started the right way. Look at that. I know whose business they're in. They're in Wayne's. Okay. So they just started the right way with a family business pack. They're already an associate the day one they came in. Okay. And so, and I'll guarantee you they got different names on this there. Uh-oh, there's one. There's two. Oh, look at that, man. We must have duplication going on, even to a person that hadn't even been in business 2 weeks. And I know that's down line of him. So that's pretty powerful. And so, this is what I wanted to show you, that one thing right there. The other thing I like to show you is the reports, because I know the downliner, but if you don't have that downliner, you're not paying for that per month, you don't have a $4.99 position and you can't analyze it, you come here because you got a lot of that here. Downline enrollments, it's going to tell you who enrolled who sponsored who, the time and the thing. Commission is going to tell you the points and you can kind of put them together, and those are very important. And who's going to be cycling soon in your business, so you want to know who to talk to, make sure they don't lose a cycle and they got the right actives. But here's what I want to show you. It says marketing and training and product. Well, I want you to hit here, product education, because yeah, you got the buyer certification over there, but you need to know more than what's there. And this is what I want you, very short videos, but this is going to tell you some of the things that I know you really need to know. So let's get it down pat, because a lot of people are going to ask you questions and you aren't expected to answer the questions. What you're expected to do is know where to go to get the tool. And you see this little thing, it says share. You say, great question when they ask you, well, what's the difference price between the Silver Eagle and spot price? I don't understand this thing. Why is one more than what that spot price is? You say, oh, great question. Let me send you a little thing where I learned what that is. And I'm going to send you a quick little video. It takes about 4 minutes. It explains more than I could possibly tell you. And you hit on that and you hit share. You can Facebook it. You can email it to them. You can do a number of different things, but you use tools to answer questions, not the mouth. You just say, great question. I had the same concern, and I got just the thing where I got my questions answered. Because you have watched this. That's where you got your question. Actually, it's where you got learned. Educated. Now, this is 7K metals definitions. This is pretty cool. That's a little long, but it's well worth listening to at least one time, and many of you listen to it more. And this tells you about what bullion is, not bouillon. You don't cook it. And then tells you about coins, about numismatic, and the difference, and about the grading process, about PCGS and NGC, and what a mint state coin and what it isn't, and why they're valuable, and then why they're set off the others, and then just other cool stuff to know about the metals and precious metals market. And you just had your tour of 7K Metals and its back office and a business that you have in your hands. And you only paid $499. And you haven't even heard the best of the good stuff yet. Because, see, when I go to that new website and pull it up, and that very first thing, I'm going to log out. I'm in my back office because it says log out, correct? So I want to get to the public website. And how do I do that? I just go in here. Now it says log in. So now I'm on a public website. And now when people go and buy products, and I want you to do this one time so you'll see, get on your public website and just add a few products to your cart. Just go in here and say, continue shopping, and then add this to your cart. And just add just a few products to it, continue shopping like I'm doing. And, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm just pointing and clicking, and it doesn't matter. And now we're going to check out, okay? Now, when we go to check out, you're on a public website. That's why you have an e-commerce site. And they're not a member. They know they're not a new member. They are guests on your site. So they're going to check out as a guest. And now they're going to see the products they want to buy. And it shows them the member price they would pay, but it shows them the price they're paying. And now the company is going to split that difference and send you a check and put it in your bank if they buy these products. That's happening. But here's what it does too. Without you ever talking to this person, they can see the difference here. And they say, well, what's this member is? They might contact you if you got your contact information down here at the bottom and ask you about that. Or they might just say, get started. And they might go up here and say, well, what's this get started stuff? Oh, well, that's pretty steep. Oh, $199. That sounds pretty good. I'm a big gold buyer, silver buyer. Man, hey, let me look into this. This looks interesting. So you might even have people in the future. Now I want you to think 3, 4, 5 years out from now. What we have in our hands is unbelievable. And that's what I understand. And then I can just go up here to my shopping cart, since I did this for practice, and guess what I can do? Just like you do at Amazon. Actually, making orders here is a lot easier than making them on Amazon Prime, because I know I order a lot of stuff from Amazon Prime, a lot of computers in particular. Well, anyway, I'm going to stop sharing right now. I hope this was very beneficial. I'm going to stop our recording, but I hope this gave you an insight to what kind of business you have in your hand for just $499 and to your overhead. And I encourage you to buy the variety coin, at $129, because they gain value. They're rare, they're exclusive, they're unique. But the 50 state collection is going to be really worth having, because not many people are going to have a 50 state collection. But the thing is, buy one of them, learn how to do this business, learn how to change your life financially, team up with your sponsor, and lock arms and set yourself a goal to become financially independent and free. Time freedom. When that happened in my life back in 1996, it changed our whole lives, my whole family's lives. I was with my children in their formative years before they became teenagers. Dad was at home all the time. They were with me. Their dad was with them. Their dad went on camping trips for 2 weeks, like in the used to be the better one, the trail guys now. But Boy Scouts was good at one time. But we went to the Boy Scout. I was the only dad there for 2 weeks, except the scout leaders, because those other dads couldn't take off for 2 weeks. I was making money while I was there with my son. It's unbelievable how your life will change when you become totally financially free. And this vehicle is going to afford literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that opportunity. And I hope you take advantage of it just by learning how, hooking in, learning how all the tools are there. It's up to you. Do you have a burning desire to own your own life? Do you have a burning desire to be stress-free about financial matters? Well, you got a Ferrari in your, no, you got a Maserati in your hand, and it's up to you. And I hope you join us in a lifestyle powered by silver and gold and change generational wealth in your family with 7K metals. Thank you, and see you in Salt Lake, or the next event after that, and the next event after that, if Salt Lake has already been done by the time you see this. Have a blessed day.